Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today, Subscriber Sample Saturday. So today's Subscriber Sample Saturday is brought to you by Danny Dodd.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Danny, for this one. So in case you're watching, this one happens to be sample number 4. Now, we're going to do things a little bit different. You might notice the 2 cups because a lot of the ones, he had sent him 2 samples of everything he sent in. So when he had sent this in, sample number 4 happened to be Heaven's Door Single Barrel Cask Strength Store Pick from Binny's. He got it for, he thought, $79.99. It's a bourbon and came in at 120.3 proof. And back when we cracked it, he goes, I'd like to see you put this up against the Booker's. So we actually grabbed the 2024 02 Booker's, and I put it aside, which was in this sample right here. So we're going to put them head-to-head. We're going to see how it goes. So it's going to be a combination of Subscriber Sample Saturday and the old Blind Fight Friday rules. So the old Blind Fight Friday rules. Mike poured for me. I'm out of the room. I poured for him. He's out of the room. We may or may not be drinking the same thing at the same time. So you're going to know what we're drinking. We have no clue what we're drinking. We're going to start with glass number 1.
Let's do that.
Okay. Although I think he's going to end with glass number 1 now because he's been over there. He's probably sipping and everything going on while I'm babbling.
I did not sip.
All right. So I remember when I'm trying to remember. I don't know. So many whiskeys, so little time. I can't remember. I think you loved this more than I did, or I didn't get the proof when we drank it. If this was the one, I can't remember. But I do remember him saying,
it was a while ago.
You should put this against this. So I poured the sample right away and I threw it in the bucket. It's been sitting over there. And I forget the proof on. Ooh, that's pretty good though.
you know, you're drinking something there.
I don't know what that is, but that's pretty good. I forget the proof on the 2024 02. It's behind me up here, but I can double check. But it'll be in the range.
It's 120 something.
Yeah, it's in the range. Ooh, that's nice.
It has a pretty good open finish.
Whatever it is sitting down. It's sitting down on me for
it's
sure.
definitely doing that.
Whatever. And again, we may or may not be drinking the same thing. Thank God I wrote it down because I totally forgot which way I put yours.
I got mine written down. It's not a crazy nose, but mine isn't.
No.
It was actually fresher when we first sat down than it is now.
I will say that the palate is way better than the nose on glass number 1, for sure. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's pretty tasty though. Whatever it is.
It's pretty good old finish.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. I'm not sad. I'm gonna hope I can guess what is what, but it doesn't matter. We're just strictly trying to go which one do we like better.
This nose isn't cranking either though.
Hence a Booker's. That's a funny thing. Like we don't really do the Heaven's Door. You know what I mean?
Know.
Like we only had the finished one that was finished in some kind of. That was a weird one we had, but we've never had a store pick. They don't frequent around us.
Heaven's Door store pick?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. That's like Red Rose or Four Roses either. Mm-hmm. We don't really see them.
Mm-mm. I think Steve found one once at one of his stores.
Have a stronger nose.
Ooh, I'll tell you. My glass 2 has more of a sugary presence on it. Like it's sweeter on my glass 2. It might have coated a little better.
It seems to be a little more refined. My glass 2.
That also.
A little more refined, but I see this one does have a sweetness. You still know you're drinking something though.
No.
It definitely settles here.
No, it is. I'm hugging right now. I have to take a minute.
It is doing that.
I'm borderline like heartburn.
There was a different flavor in my one than my 2.
I didn't get a nut in either one of them, and that was going to be my telltale sign of what I'm drinking. But whatever the mouthfeel on glass 2 at first glance, I'm steering towards more because it seemed to be a little more sugary. It coated a little more oily. It had, so it coated a little bit better. But like you said, it drank softer. You know what I mean? So
mine definitely did drink softer. Less because of coming off of 1, it trickled in. But
and again, we may or may not be drinking the same thing at the same time. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that presence though, whatever that is. Neither one of these are bad. I like both of these for sure.
I'd be happy to get a
All right,
Heaven's Door that
we
was.
can knick-knack now, but man, that's tough because these are pretty close, actually. He had said that. I mean, the one good thing, he thought he paid $79 for it. Again, we don't see a lot of the store picks and stuff like that, but
Angels
you know,
Envy for some reason. Everybody around here lately is a kick on
they've
Angels
always
Envy.
do that. I don't want to dump on a brand. They're about to sponsor us any second, I can tell. But they, yeah, no, I don't know, man. I guess I missed the hype. I missed the hype on that brand. I missed the hype on a lot of brands. Don't get me wrong.
So the nose now in one is way stronger to me. There's more caramel-esque. There's more in one than two.
I agree, and I actually think I'm getting a slight nut on my one.
I could almost went there. I was
As
trying to
opposed to
figure
my
that
two.
out.
I don't so much get a nut, but I could be wrong. Again, I'm trying not to talk myself into which glass is which glass. I just gotta figure out which I like better.
It is still.
Now coming back. Glass one is very, very good.
No, it definitely hangs on.
Oof.
It definitely sticks on.
Yep. That's a tricky part. You know, what Ryan actually said to me the other day. Well, speaking of Ryan, he gives me a shout out every day. Go check out my son's channel, Jerky's Food Reviews. I'll run it over here. We do food reviews on his channel, but
He's cranking.
yeah, he was talking to me the other day. We were disputing few foods, and like he's got a memory like an elephant. He can go back to this is like I need to compare. Like you know what I mean? Like as much as I like one thing, it's hard to go back 3-4 days. I got to drink them back to back or eat it back to back to decide.
I'm with you on that.
He was trying to tell me like we were discussing chicken tenders today, in fact. And I'm trying to remember something I ate a month ago, between 400 things. And I'm like, it's not that far off. He's like, you're crazy.
I'm thinking right now, my one sticks around longer than my two.
Mm-hmm. I thought with the sugary present, two is not bad though.
My
thought with
two,
the sugary presents, but it's just tough.
it's almost like a powdered sugar.
It's funny
smell.
because coming off one going to two, I'd like two a little bit better. Coming off two going to one, I like one a little bit better. So these are like a coin flip on these. I think I like that. I like the nose in one right now.
I agree. My nose in one is stronger. My two is easier. It's sweeter, and it still holds on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I might like the rough edge feel today on.
And again, we might not be drinking the same thing.
I hear you, but we're describing it the same way. But that's not the first time.
No,
100%.
That's the
we both have opposite glasses.
Steve and I did that the other day. Same exact thing. He was so sure, and then I was like, he's totally opposite of what I was thinking. But oh man, I really like the way one jumps on that though.
I'm leaning towards my one. And if I was to guess,
it's not by much though.
No.
Whoever I pick,
it's just a little rougher, and
Yep.
it seems to like have a little more of a sensation, and the nose is a little bit better. I really only kind of get like a powdered sugar effect in my. But again, so I'm gonna lean towards my two is Booker's only because it takes a little bit longer for the nose to come in the Booker's.
Yep.
And my one is gonna be Heaven's Door, and the nose seems to be a little bit stronger out the gate.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Okay.
Right
I'm gonna
behind
have to. I was in deep thought, so I apologize. I didn't listen to a damn thing you said. But
Sometimes I can actually talk.
But it's because I was in deep thought. Is that what it is?
Oh, some people say I'm just a puppet. Thanks to all you.
Sort of to kind of reiterate, I really like two though, but I personally think, and I'm not picking which one I want to win, but guessing what is what, because I think I'm getting a slight nut out of glass one. I think my glass one is Booker's, and I think my glass two is this one. And Booker's is throwing an elbow that I'm really liking today. Like it's a
There
little.
might be a slight nut in here, but I thought in his Heaven's Door there was too. So and the note comes out quicker to me. So that's my reasoning behind it. But
whatever glass one is, whether it's a higher proof or not, it holds on a little bit longer in my head. So like that's what I'm
In my
basing
head
it
as
on.
well.
It might even be throwing a little more elbows, but
Might be a
it's
little
more of
extra
an
flavor,
aggressive
too.
drink
I think
today.
it's a little more oakier finish on my one.
Glass one. And that's what I'm basing mine on. So I also like glass one. I happen to think my one is Booker's. Now you thought your two is Booker's?
Yes.
Okay. So I think my one is Booker's and my two is Heaven Doors. So for me, I whatever glass one is, let me take one last sip just to verify, but I think it holds on a little bit better and it has a little bit more viscosity and it's actually it's dancing on me in my mouth a little bit better today, but these are close. Either one of them.
No,
and
they
if
are.
this is if whatever two is significantly cheaper, then I would buy it and be happy. You wouldn't know until you do it just like
yeah,
this.
exactly. You'd be content when you with your first sip.
Mm-hmm. I stay with that. I like whatever my glass one is.
So your glass one is Booker's.
Okay.
And your glass two is Heaven's Door.
All right. So I picked. So Booker's is on my left, Heaven's Door is on my right, and I picked Booker's and Heaven's Door. In your case, you said just for one is better than two, and you think Booker's is on your right.
Correct.
So you picked Booker's is on your left, Heaven's Door is on your right. So you also picked Booker's as your number one, and Heaven's Door as your number two. You just flip-flopped on what you thought they were. But again, it's not...
So the nose really jumped out pretty quick on that.
On Booker's, yeah.
Yeah,
and is that why you held off on? Because it didn't come out? I'm getting that peanut.
Because you said Booker's is in my left?
Booker's is on your left.
Yeah, so the nose jumped out pretty quick.
Yeah, because usually Booker's is slow as shit.
Well, that's why I picked two.
No, I know. But to me, I these are very close, Danny. So that was a good call on this. And again, Booker's lately, this one was $99. You know what I mean? And up. Let's put it that way. But we've been finding them regularly for $99.
They have been pretty much. I've yet nothing more than 109.
No, but there's been some people that are like, I watched another channel find a Booker's in Kentucky for $199, and he's like, I don't know what that's all about. And I don't know what that's all about either. That's a stay on the shelf.
That's a walk by.
That's exactly what that is.
Because 109 was a walk by.
Well, I keep saying I'm having a hard time going over 99. We've yet to put a Booker's in our top 10. You know what I mean?
No, this is very good.
Well, there you go. Again, we'll go back to the normal subscriber sample Saturdays. These we all cracked, and I just want to find some that he said that are comparable. And we're going to do some battles like this. So if you like this, leave a comment down below. And Danny, like always, thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank all of you, but thank you especially for today.
Yep. So there you go. That being said, that's Subscriber Sample Saturday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.